There's a place where the boat is from. It takes away all of your big problems. You can worries, you can drop them in a blue ocean. But you gotta get away to where the boat is from. Take one.
Hello, fun one and future cruiser. Cruise Rookie Mama here, and today I want to share something with you. I was actually going to talk to you myself about the value of using a travel agent, because I think a lot of people, especially people who have never cruised, think that it's best if they go online and book it direct or book it direct through the actual travel companies such as Carnival Cruise Lines. And ironically, as I was getting dressed this morning, the Today Show featured this awesome presentation and review on the value of using a travel agent. So instead of me being the one to tell you, I thought the Today Show probably did a better job than I could. So check this out. Be back at you in a moment.
This morning on Today's Travel, when to use a travel agent. You might think that booking your own flights and hotels online is the way to go, but according to USA Today, satisfaction using that method has dropped sharply in recent years. So when is a travel agent right for you? Well, Matthew Upchurch is the CEO of Virtuoso Travel Network. Matthew, good morning to you.
Good morning, Ann.
So a lot of people have gotten used to using online services to figure out how to travel. Why shouldn't they? Why shouldn't we keep doing that?
Well, besides saving you time, the other thing about a great travel advisor is that they're actually going to get you the best value. And as Warren Buffett says, price is what you get, price is what you pay, value is what you get. But also they will collaborate with you. They'll throw in ideas. They'll make travel planning fun. And most importantly, when things go wrong, they're there to back you up.
Well, a lot of people don't use travel agents because they have the sense that they're going to charge us a lot more. Things are going to be more expensive. You just talked about value. But can you actually save money still using a travel agent?
Well, a great travel advisor can save you money by making sure that you got what you really wanted. You know, you can pay a low price and get something that wasn't worth it. And what they'll also do, and they charge sometimes like as little as $35 for a simple airline ticket, consultative fees like that, and people that really love their travel advisors put them on retainers even.
Okay, but you need to figure out then the right travel agent. So how do you do that? Is there a place you can go, or do you just simply have to start building a relationship over time?
Well, travel advisors, great professional, passionate travel advisors, are like any other profession. When you're going to find a financial advisor or an architect or something like that, you do it through referrals. You get, you find out people that have been taking trips and things like that. You look at their accreditations, and you also make sure that they're part of a network. We know that you can't know everything about everywhere, so you want to make sure that you're part of a network that supports them.
Okay, so here's what a good travel advisor, travel agent should do. A, find the best deals. How do you know that your travel agent is doing that?
Well, again, I think it's about the value, because the whole emphasis on just the lowest price, they will make sure that they get that. And you know what? A great travel advisor, if you come in with an online deal and they say, I can't add any value, they'll be the first to tell you.
Okay, and they should also help when things go wrong. So when you're on the trip, and something goes wrong, they should be able to jump and help you with it.
Well, I'll give you a perfect example. We had one of our agencies in Albuquerque who had a couple that was on Costa. And, absolutely. And then what happened is they had been evacuated to Rome, and the travel agent and advisor in Albuquerque actually saw that it was going to cost them thousands of dollars to get back to New Mexico on short notice. Booked them through Barcelona, got an overnight, and got them there and back for thousands of dollars less.
Oh, that's an interesting point. So they can actually be your troubleshooter when things go wrong. Well, that's a really interesting story. Also, they should be able to find options that you've not considered. In other words, options in terms of where to go or how to get there.
Well, let's say that's a great one. You want to be collaborative. You want to have fun doing it. So you come and you say, everybody loves to talk about travel. But, for example, you're going back to Europe. Well, you haven't considered, for example, river cruising. River cruising is this hot new category. These beautiful ships have been, you pay in U.S. dollars, you unpack once, you get to get off and ride your bike, do all this stuff. It's fantastic. You may not have considered that. That's what a great travel advisor will do.
And in this way, then, it can maybe help you realize some dreams that you may have to travel. In other words, that you don't want to get to the point where you have sort of, didn't get to get done, don't have places you didn't get to go to. Your travel agent can help you figure out where you really wanted to go.
That, to me, is the coolest part about having a great relationship with a travel advisor. Every time you come back, you have a really good one, you're going to get on the phone after you got back. What'd you love? What'd you learn? What would you do differently? And you start to plan the future and have a plan. How is it that we actually have financial advisors to manage money? but we actually don't have somebody in our lives to help us manage our most valuable thing, our free time and our time with our loved ones.
That's a very good question. All right, well, so then you've made a really strong argument why we can save money, have more fun, but we have to be very careful about making sure we find the right travel agent. Any other final tips on that?
No, I think you just want to make sure you interview them, and I think one really important thing, they are advisors. They're not order takers. So sit down, understand what's valuable to you, tell them what's important to you, and make sure they know how to listen. Financial advisors do return on investment. We do return on life.
All right, Matthew Upchurch, thank you so much.
Now, one thing that I want to add on top of what was said in this article, well, actually not article, this interview on the Today Show, is the fact that a lot of people think that it's going to cost more money when it comes to booking cruises if they use the professional services of a travel advisor. And the reality is that it doesn't cost you any more money to book it through a travel agency. We basically, if you were to come direct and book your cruise through Carnival Cruise Lines, you would pay the exact same price as you would if you were to use a travel agency. The difference being is that you would basically only get what Carnival has to offer, which is certainly not bad. However, you wouldn't have perhaps all of the options, whether it be pre and post hotel accommodations, different airlines to choose from, different insurance policies and whatnot to protect you while you're traveling. So you just wouldn't get as many opportunities and options to book your cruise vacation. So just thought I would share that with you because I think that's one of the things that people don't know. Anyways, have a great day.
Shade of a big palm tree and the drinks they're cool and the reggae is hot and I know this is the place for me to get away.